guys, it's Khaki. This is my second time today trying to record this video. I went through, talked about what I wanted to talk about, hit the save button, and poof, off it went. So, anyway, that's life. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. One of my most popular videos since I started my journey, if you judge it by likes, by comments, and by views, is my bariatric must haves. So I thought, you know what? It's time for a bariatric must have 2.0 now that I'm 2 years post op. Things have changed. Things that I used to use a lot, I don't anymore, and I use things now that I didn't. So let's talk about it. Number one, my absolute must bariatric tool is my Ninja Creamy. I love it. And it's funny, when I made my first bariatric must-have video, I talked about things that I bought and I didn't need. My Ninja Creamy was one of them. I ended up buying one and giving it away. Well, not anymore. I use my Ninja Creamy almost every night. I make ice cream out of protein drinks, protein shakes. And it tastes to me, when it's made, like Dairy Queen soft serve. Almost every night I have it. It is delicious. It satisfies my sweet tooth. It's something I look forward to every day. And funny enough, last week my Ninja Creamy died on me suddenly. I was heartbroken. My sweet husband Don bought me one and had it delivered that night. So I did not miss a single night of my Ninja Creamy ice cream. He's a keeper. And it goes to show you how much I enjoy it. So I use it with different protein shakes, put sugar-free pudding mix in it, different fruit, different sugar-free jello, different add-ins. It really keeps me on track. Another thing that I use every week is my pressure cooker. I do a lot of meal prep and I do a lot of ingredient prep. I can throw some chicken breast in my pressure cooker from frozen, have a batch of shredded chicken that I can use for different things throughout the week, or a roast. Also use it to boil eggs. It's something I could probably do without it, but it's definitely a must-have for me. Same thing about a crock pot. I use my crock pot a lot. I like to put things on to cook and leave them all day, and when I come home that night, I've got a meal prepped. Another must-have for me, and I talk about this in the video that I did last week on bariatric freezer meal prep, are my freezer trays. So check out that video if you haven't seen it. I like to prep casseroles, soups, stews, put them in those 1 cup freezer trays, put it in the freezer. After they're frozen solid, I pop them out, put them in Ziploc freezer bags. And when I am on the run or work late, don't have time to do anything, got a healthy meal that's easy to fix, so I have no excuses to maybe eat something that's not as good of a choice for me. They are definitely a must-have. Another thing for me that is a must-have is a good scale. I still weigh my protein, even 2 years out. When I'm at home, when I'm food prepping or preparing my plate, I weigh my protein. It's not so much to make sure that I get too much, it's to make sure I get enough. I have protein goals that I want to meet, and I want to make sure that I get enough protein so that an hour later I'm not hungry again. So the food scale, I just have an inexpensive digital food scale off Amazon. I have one at my office and I have one at home. Big must have for me. Find a water bottle that you like. I use the Awala water bottle. I have two. I have my regular and a spare. Keeps my drinks cold. My ice stays frozen in it for hours. It really helps me to meet my hydration goals. You may have a completely different water bottle. We all have one that we like. Find one that you like, though, that helps you get that water in, because hydration is very important. Another thing that is a must-have for me are small plates. I eat all my meals off of basically a salad plate. I found some square ones early in my journey that I really like, and I still use them. It kind of provides me that visual clue of this is the amount of food that I need, so I don't waste food or I don't eat too little and then I'm hungry again in an hour. So find some small plates that you like. I don't use the small utensils like I did right after surgery, but those small plates are still a must have for me. Another thing for me that is an absolute must have is a tracking app. I have used Lose It since the beginning of my journey. I've talked about this before. Last night, when I finished tracking, I think I was at 770 days solid of tracking. It helps me stay in a good headspace. Some people don't like to track. I do. I actually enjoy it. I enjoy at the end of the day seeing how things have added up and making sure that I hit my nutrition goals. I don't feel restricted with it. It's just part of my daily activity. You may not be a tracker, or you may be a pen and paper tracker, or you may be a journaler, but find whatever is helpful to you. The last thing that is an absolute must have for me is community. Find a community of like minded people that you can reach out to for support. I have talked about many times, I am a big believer in Berry Nation, which is a paid community online. It's around $30 a month. Hundreds of bariatric patients. There's a very active message board. There are classes from experts, from dietitians, from surgeons, from therapists every day. There are meetups online. There are tons of support groups. There's one support group that I try not to miss every Saturday morning. You may have an in person support group, or you may have a set of friends that are going through similar things, but I find that it's invaluable to have people who are in the same space, who have either gone through what you're going through or may be able to tell you how they've dealt with it. So for me, that's a must have. I would love to hear from you. What are your must haves? What are the things that you feel like have really aided you in your journey? What are the things that you thought you really needed that you don't need anymore? I would love to hear where you're at. Love to hear what you're doing getting ready for the holidays. We're almost there. I would also love video ideas. Tell me what you would like to hear me talk about. I want to put out content that you enjoy. I hope everybody has a great pre-Christmas week, and we will see you next Wednesday. Bye.